Welcome back. This is the Lord Aboga TV. Now today it was a very interesting day. It was a very busy day. Matiangi has declared his candidature for the 2027 presidential elections.
Wakubwa wa kuandika watu kwa hiyo kazi hii na kitambulisho yako na kadi yako ya kura. Hiyo sio kazi unaweza kwenda uchitangaze huko eti mimi nimepewa kazi. Hiyo ni kazi unapewa na wananchi hii. Jawano mwategetenterenga dayarende elinde mu ruwo mumanye ko bangabo no mokondika. Wono ne kwanire njibwe ko monyene
Watu wa UDA walikuwa wanasema Matiangi ametoka Amerika, amekuja kusalamia mama yake na nyinyi mnajaribu kumlazimisha kwa maneno ya siasa. Now hayawi huwa. Matiangi has just declared his candidature for presidency. And since time and memorial, apart from Raila Amolo Odinga, even President William Samoei Ruto in his 2022 campaigns, he was not pulling such big crowds. But Matiangi's homecoming reception, it was a big one. And that was so presidential. He was in a position to pull up all those big masses on his reception day. Now as it stands today, Matiangi has just upgraded his class and his political league. That was presidential. What can you say about it? That was presidential. Pulling such crowds is not a walk in the park. And remember, they were not just only crowds. Matiangi was in a position to mobilize all the members of parliament from Kisii and Nyamira counties. He was in a position to mobilize all the members of county assembly from Kisii and Nyamira counties. Our MP wote walikuja in the grand reception of Matiangi. The senators, the two senators were there, the two governors were there, the women representatives were there, the women leadership, including UDA nominated member of parliament Gloria Oroba, was there. Only apart from the UDA faction of members of parliament ndio haikuwa hapo, but all these other political parties were in this homecoming. That was so presidential because Kenyan political landscape is very tribal. Watu huwa wanangoja waone how are you coming from your backyard. And that is the thing that Raila Amolo Odinga has been in a position to control the Kenyan political scenes for quite some long period of time. Because yeye akona backup ya Wajaluo. Whichever the case, no one from the Luo community will go against Raila's will. And that is what Matiangi has done. Today it is official. Matiangi is the Kisii kingpin. Matiangi is the Kisii kingpin. For the third time, Matiangi is the Kisii kingpin. And it has taken shivers, it has brought shivers unto UDA's faction. A serious politician, especially those who are coming from the UDA faction, those who are responsible in advising President William Samoei Ruto as we head onto the 2027 presidential elections. He has told him that Matiangi is a force to reckon. Matiangi is a serious force to reckon just because of the tribal factor. Kenyan politics is tribal. That one, we cannot run away from it. Kenyan politics, we have not reached that level like the United States of America, that politics is issue-based. Kenyan politics is tribal, mutu wetu. And Matiangi has seriously shown that he can bring numbers on the table. Simple as that. You bring numbers from your community on the table. Now combined with forces from these other tribal factions. As it stands today, even Kalonzo has never pulled such a crowd. Kalonzo always here anatokea hapo Machakos kidogo kidogo, anaenda Mlolongo kidogo kidogo siku ya soko, anaenda Makueni, but he has never pulled such crowds that Matiangi has pulled. Filling up a stadium is not a walk in the park. Filling up a stadium of a capacity of 30,000 people seated, and again another unspecified number on the playing turf, full to the capacity. That is not a walk in the park. And I think from my analysis, I can give, out of 10, I can give Matiangi 9 out of 10. That was a job well done. For a political amateur in his league, that was a job well done. And it has clearly elevated his political status to a presidential league. Matiangi sasa sahi ako ile ligi ya presidential, and this month is going to be a serious political dynamic. Different political dynamics are going to come in place. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua is also launching his political party this month. And I know it is also going to be big because as it stands today, Rigathi Gachagua is the Mount Kenya kingpin. That one, whether you like it or not, but Rigathi Gachagua is the Mount Kenya kingpin. His political party launch is also going to be a big one. And I know also Kalonzo is going to do the same, as he had indicated before that they're going to do Wiper party rebranding. It is also going to be a big one. Now, as it stands today, if this opposition faction, that is Kalonzo, Rigathi, Natembeya, Eugene, Matiangi, they unite and produce one candidate, then President William Samoei Ruto's goose is cooked. Because these people, if they can boldly stand together, that block William Samoei Ruto, however much with deep state and money, he cannot destabilize that function. If they just stay together and produce one candidate to face William Samoei Ruto, even if with the backing of Raila Amolo Odinga, William Samoei Ruto cannot skip that rope. Hiyo kamba ya mbuzi hawezi ruka. Hiyo lazima imnyonge. He cannot. The impression that Matiangi has put out there today, it has seriously brought jitters onto the UDA camp. I am very much aware of that. Sahi, maneno itachemuka because people thought that Matiangi was an amateur in this game. We didn't expect this. We didn't expect such a homecoming. We expected itakuwa tu kitu ya hapa kule. Then isha hivyo. I think now maneno inachemuka polepole. And I was telling people on this platform since the year started that 2025 is going to be a political redefining moment. A serious political redefining moment. And as it stands today, President William Samoei Ruto only has one option: to start buying off people from the opposition and insisting that they must contest for the presidency individually. That is the only way, so that he can force for a rerun. But as it stands today, if the opposition can unite up to 2026, then President William Samoei Ruto will be having a very tough journey unto the 2027 presidential election. I think that is what is we have for the day, and it has been a good day. That is the Lord Aboga TV News Briefs. Remember to subscribe onto our YouTube channel at Lord Aboga TV. Press the notification bell so that when you come up with this important and interesting content, YouTube will automatically notify you. This was my time. Goodbye.